Everybody doing today? This is Ruben once again with Philosophy. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked any of the past videos that I've made, please subscribe, please like the video, please comment. It's greatly appreciative and it shows your support for the great data that is is being presented to you here. Today I want to talk about how will cause you to fail. When you're too focused on the how of your dreams won't come true. You have a business that you want to start and you want it to succeed. How am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? How am I going to afford this? How am I going to afford that? How am I going to get the right employees? How am I going to get the right ad? Millions of things that you can think in the how. You are looking for a soulmate or a partner, a great relationship, a passionate, loving relationship. You feel good about it, but then the how comes into play. Now you're like, well, how am I gonna get that person if I've never met a person even close to that? I haven't been in the right relationships. I don't have the right experience. What if they don't like me? What if I'm just too bad habit? How am I gonna get that person? How am I gonna attract them? You're setting yourself up to fail. The how. You want a promotion in your job. What is stopping you? The how. How am I gonna do it? How am I gonna do that? Forget about the how. The how doesn't matter. If you look back at one of my past videos, I talk about the training balance scale. And how on the scale, on one side, you have the why, which is the thoughts, the energy, the passion, the motivation, the the glee, the joy, the you know, the enthusiastic, the excitement, all the emotions that you feel when you think about your dream. And on the other side, you have the how, the actual action steps, the actual doing, the actual moving, the actual step by step going into you starting a business, actually doing the proper paperwork to get the thing going. We talked about how 99.9, if not 100% of the success towards that dream, whatever that dream is, it's the why. It's the thoughts, it's the passion, it's the motivation, the excitement, the energy that you feel towards that dream. That's 99.9, if not 100%, of what's needed for you to succeed. Because when you feel good, you attract good. You create good in your life, thus making the journey joyful, exciting, passionate, and much easier than by going on the route of the how. The why, the thought action, the thoughts, it's all that matters. The feeling inside that you have, it's all that matters. The feeling good. Because when you feel good, when you feel excited, when you feel passionate about something, that will create the proper energy and motivation for you to do activity. Again, we can go back. Remember one of my back videos, the success cycle. How success creates confidence. Success creates confidence. Confidence. Confidence creates activity. We talked about how Earl Nightingale, one of the great motivational speakers of all time, talked about the definition of success. What is success? Most people think success is when you achieved your goal. Earl Nightingale, one of the greatest motivational speakers of all time, said that success is the progressive realization of a worthwhile dream, which means success is the journey. So if you're on the route towards your dream, you're a successful person. You're a successful person. You're a success. It's not when you get the $1,000,000. It's on the road. It's the fighting spirit, the joyful, because that's where the fun is. Remember when you were a kid? The excitement was the week before Christmas, and once you open up your present, excitement is gone. 2 3 hours, it was so fun and play with your gifts, but then the toys are over there on the side of the living room. You forgot about them. Now you're waiting for your birthday. That's where the success is. That's the journey. The fun is the journey, not the destination. Kind of went sidetracked there a little bit, but when you feel good, success creates confidence. So if you're on your journey, that will create the energy, the confidence, the excitement. Thus, that will create the activity. So you have the person at the plant. Oh, I gotta struggle. Oh, I gotta make the sacrifice. It's always a sacrifice. That's such a bad word for people to use, and I really dislike that word. Oh, I gotta sacrifice for the wealth. Oh, I gotta sacrifice for my family. I gotta sacrifice for myself. It's like people are just dragging. What kind of life is that? But when you look at the entrepreneur, the head honcho, the top guy, the president, he's joyful. He's excited. He's passionate. And guess what? On his road to that level, he was passionate all the way. That's why he's at that level. And it's not about luck. It's not about nothing. It's your feelings inside. But most people, when they think of their dream, let alone the challenge is getting people to fight for their dream, to get on the journey to make their dream come true. That's a challenge in itself. So let's say somebody just decides by miracle to go after his dream, which 99% of the people won't do. That's why if you're watching this video and you're really listening to it, you're rare. Because most people won't. So what most people do when they do get on the road, or look anything, if you're going after a promotion, it's whatever. People are putting their focus on the how. On the how am I gonna get there? Okay, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta do that, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. And even if you do succeed like that, it won't be joyful because the joy, you just missed it. The joy was in the journey, not in the destination. Sure, you'll enjoy your promotion for about 2 weeks, then you'll start complaining again. And that is why people never find happiness. Because they don't understand that the journey, the joy is in the journey. Most people focus on the how am I going to do this, how am I going to do that, instead of focusing on their thoughts, their positive thoughts, their good energy, their good thoughts, their exciting thoughts, the excitement of the journey, the excitement that you're going to feel when you get what you want, the excitement of going through the challenge every day to make yourself that much better for you to get that promotion or whatever you're trying to get. That feeling good state, that feeling good state, that feeling good state. That's where your focus is supposed to be, because once you feel good, everything that you need to do, everything that you need to do, no matter what type of action it's needed, you will do it. You will want to do it. You want to do it. See, that's the secret. You want to do it. What most people do is they feel they have to do it. Oh, I have to sacrifice this. Oh, I have to do that. Oh, I have to put in this much of hours. No. Nope. That is why you fell. When you get to the point in your life when you're going after a goal or desire and you want to do the action, that's when you succeed. Just look at the super successful. Look at the super athletes, the Michael Jordans, the Kobe Bryants, the LeBron James. Those guys want to practice. They love being on the court. They want to practice. It's not a sacrifice. It's not a struggle. They want to practice. That is the secret, and that's where most people just get it wrong. They don't get their insight right, their thoughts right. That's why, since they can't get this right, they don't get this right, they go into the action thinking that's what will give them the positive emotion. But in their will, if you're not feeling good already, the action won't. And synergistically and miraculously, every time you put in action when you're feeling good, it's like 10 times the reward. It's like, okay, let me ask, okay, I feel good, I got my thoughts right, my feelings, I'm feeling good. All right, so I want to start this business. All right, let me start this corporation. Then let me ask the bank for a loan. You want to do that. You want to do that because you're starting a business. You go and put in the paperwork. The bank is offering you more, 10 times more than what you were expecting to get. Not only that, but investors come in. You talk to one or two people about your company. Those people talk to somebody else. They want to invest in your company. Things just work out for you. Look at all the autobiographies. If you want proof of everything that I'm talking about here, you want proof? Go and read the autobiographies and biographies of super successful people. Go and read the autobiography of Andrew Carnegie. Go and read the autobiographies and biographies of Henry Ford, Thomas Edison, Albert Einstein. Let's talk about the current people, the super successful. In business, go look at the biographies of Warren Buffett, Mark Cuban, Richard Branson. Look at the super successful in sports. Go read the biographies of Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Peyton Manning. You'll see that they felt good when going after their dreams. Then they focus on the how. Everything just kind of worked out for them. And people call it luck. But you know what? You create your own luck with the good feelings inside, with your thoughts right, because you're attracting it into you. You gotta focus on the why. Don't focus on the how. You focus on the how, you're destined to fail. You're getting married. You want to buy your fiance one of the best rings ever. You feel good. Oh, I want to buy her. But then you're like, but how am I gonna do that? I don't have that much amount of money. I don't. How am I gonna do that? Then you start feeling bad. You failed. You destined to fail. You have to feel good. Practice. Get in tune. Get all this information in your DNA. Get it inside you. Become this by going over and over and over and over again all these concepts and get it in you so your thoughts can become better, your heart can become better, you feel good. It's a biblical in the biblical it's a biblical scripture where God said, or Jesus said, you know, go after the Father, go after God, and all the rest will come. Will come. Will just come. Go look for God, and the rest will come. The clothes you want will come. The money you want will come. The relationships you want will come. The jobs, the businesses, the opportunities, everything you want will come. It's another biblical scripture said, God will grant you the desires of your heart. And God will fulfill his promises to you. Anything you want, if you're a Christian, or if you believe in God or whatever, just know that all the wants you have are the promises of God that he has promised you he will give you. If you don't believe in God, or you're an atheist, the universe or yourself, you believe, I don't believe in yourself, whatever your belief is, there's no right or wrong here. I'm not here to judge. Don't focus on the how. Don't focus on the how. Focus on your thoughts. Focus on your feelings. Focus on your positive thoughts. There's a story about Aristotle Onassis. Aristotle Onassis, you know, he married Jackie Kennedy. He was at one point the wealthiest man in the world, the richest man in the world. At the end of the World War, there was a glut of ships. There was many ships. Too many ships from the war. If you own a ship, you had to pay just to keep the boat. That's how many boats there were. Many ships they were. At this time, shipping dramatically has already ceased. Shipping wasn't really going because of the war. You couldn't ship anything because you'll get torpedoed. It's the war going on. So shipping dramatically ceased. By the end of the World War, you had all these ships, and shipments ceased. But there was some man by Aristotle Onassis who, at a cafe was writing down in a napkin, making some mathematical calculations, and he came to a conclusion. He came to a realization that nobody else saw, because he didn't let the how stop him. The how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do that? Because of this, no. He had his thoughts right. He had his insight right. So he made his mathematical equations, and he came up with a conclusion. Shipping right now is ceased. It's at the end of the World War, and shipping is really not going. It's ceased. Nobody's shipping anything. But because of the war, shipping will increase dramatically. Japan needed products. Germany needed products. Other GIs were coming back home to America, and they, they brought pizza, and they brought Italian food, and all these other foods from other countries. Look, we have pizza. America was introduced to pizza. Countries needed products. America wanted other countries' products. Shipping will increase. Guess what Aristotle Onassis did? He bought every ship he could. All the ships he could, he bought them. Because of shipping. In 1 year, he became the richest man in the world. In shipping. You see how easily he could have thought, well, how am I want to become the richest man in the world, but how am I gonna do that? How am I gonna do that? And then finally, when he does get a realization of kind of how he could do that, he didn't say, oh well, how am I gonna go into shipping or anything with all the ships? There's no shipping going on. He didn't see the big picture. A regular person wouldn't see the big picture, but he did. He saw the big picture. Thus he became the richest man in the world. He didn't let the how stop him. He didn't focus on the how. When you're going after your dreams, don't focus on the how. Focus on your dream. Because 99.9% of everything you want, of all your dreams, desires, and goals, everything you want, I want you to imagine a radar screen. Imagine a radar screen. And in this radar screen, you could see so much of the territory, right? The radar screen is all you. This is all you can see. So you may not see nothing. But outside of the radar screen, there is so much that if you focus, your thoughts are right, your insight is right, your heart is right, it will come. 99.9% of everything that you want, all your dream, goals, and desires, are outside the radar screen. Let me repeat that again. 99.9% of everything that you want, desire, dream about, everything that you want is outside your radar screen. And how do you bring what you want into your radar screen? Your thoughts, your insight, feeling good, feeling excited, feeling joyous, focusing on the why of the training balance scale. And it will come. Oh baby, it will come. Come like magic. And focus on the how. Focus on your thoughts, focus on your energy, focus on feeling good. Don't focus on the how. There's in the movie Star Wars, those who are Star Wars fans, there's a scene where Luke Skywalker drowns his ship inside a lake. He drowns his ship while visiting Yoda. Luke asks Yoda, it tells Yoda about his ship. Yoda tells him, well, use the Force. Use the Force and lift that ship out of the water. You know, and he says, I don't know if I could do that. Yoda tells him, you can do that. Do that. Use the Force and lift the ship out of the water. Use the Force. And he says, I'll try. You know, don't try. Jedi Knights don't try. Jedi Knights do. So he uses the Force and he focuses on bringing that ship out the water. And the ship is moving and it kind of wants to come out. But then doubt kicks in. The ship sinks. So then Yoda comes and he uses the Force and he lifts the ship straight out of the water with ease. Luke Skywalker is shocked. He's shocked. He says, I can't believe it. I can't believe what I just saw. I can't believe it. Yoda's response is fantastic. He said, Luke says, I can't believe it. Yoda responds, that is why you fell. Because you can't believe it. What stops belief? Doubt. What causes doubt? Focusing on the how. There hasn't been a plan in the history of the earth that has ever planned out exactly like the way it was formed and thought about when the plan was formed. No plan on planet Earth in the history has ever turned out the way one thinks it would turn out. Oh, you have a plan, you have a business plan. Okay, this is going to start. This is how it's going to happen. We're going to do this, and then we're going to do that, then we're going to do this, we're going to do that. You do that, guess what? As soon as you start, you'll start changing things because now you're seeing the bigger picture. You're not that smart. We're not that smart. We will never figure out exactly how everything will turn out. That is why in every religion and any spiritual talk, the concept behind it, the core, is faith. The substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. The substance of things hoped for is the evidence of things not seen. The core of every religious belief, every spiritual belief, is faith. Believing in the unseen. It's a reason why it's such a universal principle and why it's all around. Because that's what it's all about. It's not about the how. The how doesn't matter. You'll never figure it out, so don't even waste your time. It's about the thoughts. It's about your instincts. It's about feeling good. That will attract what you want into your life. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you got plenty of good information and data from it. If you like this video, Please subscribe, please like the video, please comment with a question or anything. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.